bass and kick drums. I'm from the same place. Trap music, this that first react music. They can't hold me back. I'm feeling good cause I'm black music. Can't nobody touch this. My flow, I can't rush this. Put them on silence when I'm talking. You should hush, bitch. I am from the heavy bass. My bro called a heavy case. Got a couple friends, they be watching from the heaven gates. Moving with the heavyweights, with the heavyweight. Time to celebrate life. Mary Jane be my wife, man. Rest in peace to Fife, dog. Music be my life, dog. Shouts to anybody with a brother doing life, y'all. It's fucking with my brain. Like, should I flip a pack or just focus on the game? I'm from the same place the trap music comes from. Same story, same streets with the loaded gun.
Good evening, peace, and welcome to another episode of Cigar Sundays Live. I am Chef Earl Pearl at DB Chef TV, always joined by the God Ali Dawu L at BKSOLFARM, and we are the Cigarden Panel. Tonight's discussion is about the word loyal. And to be honest, y'all, so many people have so many different meanings for what loyal means to them. I have no clue of what American culture is doing with this word right now. But guess what? Tonight, we're going to find out, and we want to know if it's bad, good, or misunderstood. Make sure to like, share the video, comment, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so when we go live, you never miss an episode. Peace, God.
Peace, God. What you dealing with?
Man, you know what it's like. Ripping and running all week, then sweating.
Hell yeah.
Working from a cold. But I did get to cook. I cooked though.
Oh, that's what's up. What you make?
I got some neck bones in there. Well, I got neck bones, legs, and wings. So I'm not just like some people just a neck bone person. Some people just like the wings. Some people like the drum. But I gotta have all three.
I hear that.
You know, so we got all three in the crock pot. Little mashed potatoes with some gravy. Little enchilada.
I hear that.
You know.
Man, in a few months, I'm gonna have to holler at you. I'm gonna need me a rabbit recipe. Cause you know we got the bunnies over here now on BK so far. So we got the rabbits.
Brown bunnies back there. I seen them.
Hell yeah. Nah, you know, onward and upward, bro. You know, trying to do everything I possibly can. I got pet food, human food. So that's what I'm saying, right? Like it's so doable and easy. So like you say, life be life and ripping and running, be stinging us. But you know, we loyal to the game.
That's right. That's right. Everything been good on your side this week?
Yeah, nah, everything been blessed, bro. Like so I haven't been following the news. The last thing I heard on Friday was the continuing resolution was not signed, so the government might be getting shut down. So I'm gonna find out tomorrow, because unless you know something, because I haven't been watching it.
No, you gotta tune into the Veteran Kettle podcast. So the continued resolution was passed until March.
Oh, they passed it till March.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm good money till March.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yep. So you know you know how the continued resolution works. It's just where they just don't spend no more than the budget from last year.
Yeah, that's so bananas, bro. Like it's I don't get it. Whatever. Yo, man, I got enough food growing around my house that if I got furloughed, right, like we be good. That's how I feel about it.
I feel you on that.
That's how I feel about it.
I feel you on that. Yeah, I'm prepared myself.
You know, yeah.
You know, I'm prepared myself. Yeah, but definitely. I don't think it's that serious though. I never think it's that serious. You know, I'm kind of loyal to the fact uh that like they're gonna want to spend more money because that's just how it's designed. So
Yeah,
you
nah,
know, and I've been through it where I've been through it where we didn't get paid.
facts.
You know,
I
yeah.
got furloughed. Was it twice, 2 times, or 3 times? I know 2 times for sure that it happened to me.
Yeah, so being through that experience is like, I mean, I always recommend people don't live check to check anyway, you know, and that whole dynamic of one of those financial fundamentals where you have 6 to 12 months or 6 to 9 to 12 or whatever you can afford more than just the last time you got paid. It is a very wise practice for people to implement in their lives, regardless of if they are fortunate enough to have some sustainability
Yeah,
you know
like me, money is not everything, right? And but my forte is that sustainability, right? If you got a corner, put a bucket in it, right, and start growing some food, right? Like
Yeah.
like you don't have to think about I want to grow all the food that my family needs to eat and survive. Like that's not what we're talking about, right? We're talking about getting from day to day. If you're living from check to check, you shouldn't be thinking about steak and lobster. You should be thinking about from today to tomorrow.
What you mean I shouldn't be thinking about steak and lobster? What?
Check to check, you should be thinking about from today to tomorrow.
What? That's the reason why I'm thinking about living check to check, cause I'm
Hell
cause,
nah.
cause I'm spending it all on steak and lobster.
Yeah, and that's crazy. And that's crazy, right? Like, because you could really save up and really be able to afford steak and lobster one day all the time if you just sacrifice. like like real talk, if you just prepare early, right? Like you can actually be able to afford steak and lobster all the time on the same budget, same lifestyle that you currently have if you just prepare for what you're trying to do. I mean,
Who
I'm not a
wants to
fi-
do that? Who
I'm
wants
not
to
a
do
finance
that?
guy. I'm a farmer.
Who wants to do that?
Yo,
I
if
mean,
you
but do somebody manage your books? Do somebody manage your inventory
no,
on your phone?
no.
Right? Okay then. So, so don't limit
Yeah,
yourself to what you think you are, because you might actually be wearing more hats than you're aware of,
that's true.
you know?
That's true.
And and that's one of them things why it's this thing going around
I
where
do
they
my books.
where they talking about people go to college and they still be idiots. And that
Mhm.
that's what the meme was, you know. Um and I was just like, I wasn't in agreement with it for as far as everybody's an idiot,
Mhm.
because an
Mhm. Mhm.
idiot has its own, I think that's situational. I don't think you're just an idiot all the time. I think that's situational.
Correct.
But I did get the
I understand the
correlation.
meaning what they're trying to say. Yeah.
Yeah, where they just like, just because you're good at this, because somebody responded like, oh yeah, they was like, tell the person with a high school diploma to perform your cancer surgery or something, right? And
Mm.
I was like, it's amazing how,
Mhm.
how just being on the outside looking in, being a person with no comment and understanding both sides, like being thankful for the person that does know how to perform a cancer surgery, but also being aware that that person could still be financially illiterate. They could still, uh, be married 5 times and never get it right with a relationship. They could still, have bad eating habits, and even though they can save lives and perform, but they still don't really value theirs that much, right? So it's like it's so many other things that you could be winning in life at? Like, what's the scale, and where do you stop the comparison? If we're gonna just say, okay, well, I make more money than you, okay, well, then you a better slave than me. Okay. I mean, if you employed, if you are employee, and you want to compete about, well, I make this, you bragging about how much you make, you know what I'm saying? Remember, somebody paying you, you an employee.
You can get fired
You can get fired, you know,
or
but
furloughed.
or furlough, or one of them letters that you have to send to your creditors saying saying
Hey
that
man.
saying that we still have to show up regardless of whether the money come or not. So we're gonna
Oh
be
man.
working. So can you give us forbearance? See, I knew about forbearance the first time back in 2018. I think
Was
2018
was
was
that
the first time.
2018?
Yeah, the first time when they didn't pay us, that was 2018. Um,
see,
because
and
because they forgot the
I
right.
had I had to work then, so I did get paid because
Yeah,
I had to work.
they forgot to write the Coast Guard into the DoD budget.
Oh,
Be,
y'all didn't get paid at all.
no, we didn't get paid at all because the Coast Guard is DHS. It's not DoD. Now the payment
Yeah.
systems are all DoD now, transitioning over. But at first, what a lot of people don't know is the Coast Guard used to be DOT.
Yeah.
We
I
used to
remember
be the
that, yeah.
Department of Transportation when I first came in there. You know, because of ATON, aids to navigation,
Yo,
maintaining like the stoplights and street lights that's on the waterways.
for my
So
professional life, yo, when you guys was Department of Transportation, it was a lot easier to deal with you guys. Right? When you switched over to Homeland Security, it's like, God damn, like, you don't scan my eye. Oh, I need a fingerprint. You need a drop of blood. You need what you need, what you need. It's like shit, man.
yeah,
All right, so yeah, that's that. Yeah.
yeah, DOT was a lot more lax, and then
Yeah.
9/11 just turned everything all the way up.
All the way up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was crazy. So tonight's word, y'all, if y'all just joining us, is loyal. And what we do here at Cigar Sundays is we find a word, phrase, terms, sayings, and we break them down, analyze them, and discuss them, share personal stories, exchange insights, have fun with it. And tonight's word, once again, y'all, is loyal. So we go and we get a couple definitions. We typically use a Merriam-Webster dictionary online, a Cambridge dictionary online, Wikipedia, and or Google search. And that is how we get the definitions of these words that we come up with. We also have 3 questions that we come up with to shape our conversation around. And we are going to go and take a look at our 3 questions for this evening. So, tonight's questions in relation to the word loyal are: number 1, how is loyal different from respect? Question 2, is there anything in life that deserves or requires being loyal to no matter what? And our third and final question of the evening will be: can being loyal harm or help someone? If so, how? In why? And why? So our first question is: how is loyal different from respect?
Those some good questions, God.
So, God, do you want to go and get the definition first?
So before we get the definition, I want to give you my take on loyalty first, and then we can compare and contrast like that, right? Because your first question is the difference between loyalty and respect, really, right? And that's
Yeah. I asked this. I asked, how is loyal different from respect? And that how is you know, if it is that, because I hear this, we see this debated a lot. That's why in the intro I was just like, you know, people use loyal in so many different ways and have so many different uh you know, meanings associated with it. So most commonly we hear people saying, you know, would you rather have loyalty or would you rather have respect?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, so now we kind of asking the same thing, but you know, we saying, you know, how is loyal different from respect, if there is a difference?
Yeah, but we asking it, and we gonna use empirical evidence to to base our answer, right?
Yeah, we're not gonna use a whole bunch of meaningful stuff, you know.
Like
I
we
mean,
gonna
not
we
every,
gonna start
not
we gonna start off with what we think we mean, what
right,
it mean, and
right,
then we gonna conclude with what they say, how they define it, right? And then we're gonna
right,
shape ourselves around that.
right.
Um, so getting to it. So when I think about loyalty, or what loyal is, or loyalty, or anything like that, um, the first thing I think about is stick to itiveness, right? The ability to stick around, to stick in the mud, to be able to ride the wave, ups and downs, through it all, and be able to see the vision, or see the purpose of why you on this ride, and not just just on it just to be because today's Tuesday or whatever, right? Um, I think the having the ability to stick with it is loyal, right? That's how I stick to it. This is my definition of loyal, right? Like your dog is gonna stick with you if your dog love you, right? Like you got to see them videos with them dogs where their owners be dying and stuff, and the dog lay in the street, or follow the ambulance and stuff like that, and they got to take the dog to the damn hospital because the dog won't stop howling. Like that dog is
Ain't
loyal.
no, I ain't know, I ain't hip.
You never see that? Yeah.
No,
See, I be,
no.
see, I be watching a lot of
Uh-uh.
animal stuff.
Okay, yeah. I ain't tapped in, God. I did not
Right.
know. I heard something about a dog or a cat or something. One of them will eat your ass if you dead in the house.
Oh no, yeah, they definitely eat your ass like a
Yeah.
cat. Yeah, everything eat your ass, I think. But yeah, that's what I think it is. To stick to itiveness, sticking around and sticking it out.
No doubt. Loyal. Um, man. Loyal looks like loyal to me looks like we have a fight, but we hug and make up every time.
Word.
Loyal looks like um we might fight, but we ain't gonna let nobody else fight us.
That's facts.
Loyal looks like I'm gonna be in the street if you can't help me and you ain't in the street. Loyal looks like I need a job and I whoever the person is I'm asking I need a job, they put in a word for me and they give me a job. So it don't look like quitting.
Nah, you can't quit. and say you're loyal.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, it
I,
don't look like quitting. It don't look like giving up early or trying to be right. I think it's a lot of that whole uh what I see with loyal, when like how I look at loyal is like it ain't about being right. Because a lot of times when people trying to be right or wrong, then a lot of times it's always confusion because somebody always got some pride and can't accept accountability.
just be correct.
So it's like,
Right.
so it's just about being correct,
Yeah.
so that way, whatever it is we need to get back to get through this situation, we can get back to that. So it's more about correcting things, not about being right or wrong, because even in your rightness, you could be wrong in something. Somebody always finding some shit. You could be you could be saying something 100% correct, but
But the
just
way you
because,
say
but the
it,
way you saying it makes it wrong.
wrong as hell.
You see what I'm
Totally
saying?
wrong,
So
null and void. I get to ignore all of it now because you
so
had a
now
bad
you get
tone.
to, yeah, like, and so you don't have to be accountable for nothing
Nope,
just because,
because you said it back.
and
That's crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Yeah,
That
so
that
that's what
that being
loyal
that
looks
being
like to
right
me.
thing is definitely a problem. And it comes into conflict with loyalty or being loyal.
Yeah, 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 it does. It does because correctness goes out the window um when when loyalty is not the focus.
Correct.
So look, y'all. So let's go ahead and go to the definition of the word loyal. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Okay, let's see what we got here. See what we got here. All right, so we got loyal. It is an adjective. Unwavering in alliance, such as faithful in alliance to one's lawful sovereign or government, faithful to a private person to whom faithfulness is due, faithful to a cause, ideal, custom, institution, or product. Two, we have showing loyalty. Obsolete form, lawful and legitimate.
That's it.
That's all they got.
That's it.
That's all they got right there. Let's go to the word history right quick.
I don't like that word faithful. Like what
Middle French from Old French, leo, Latin, legalis, legal.
mm,
That's interesting.
yeah.
So what are some synonyms here? Let's see. Let's see. Let's hit the thesaurus right quick and see what they have on us on these synonyms right quick. Let's see what they got here. So we have as in steadfast, firm in one's alliance to someone or something. And then we have steadfast, staunch, faithful, devout, true, dedicated, devoted, good, pious, steady, ardent, constant, staunch, true blue, fervent, passionate, fast, down the line, dependable, trustworthy, reliable, dutiful, enthusiastic, solid, trusty, resolute, unfaltering, unhesitating, tried, never denied,
Willing to be tried again.
unwavering, avid, determined, intent, serious. What's that one right there?
What did I say? Invertebrate?
Invertebrate,
That was it.
sworn, true, tried and true. Tried and true. Tried and true.
That's
Co-
powerful.
confirmed, impassioned, fervid, dyed in the wool, gung ho. Tried and true. Yeah.
Because that's what I think. I think that my definition of loyal, I think it comes to tried and true, right? The stick to itiveness, right? Like
Yeah.
we said, been tried often. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you, it's tried
You've
and true,
been through something together though, right?
and you know,
And you know it. So
and
that's why it's true.
and you tough enough to make it, right? Like you know that that it can that y'all tough enough. Like you just gotta both want it, or whoever's in the situation, right?
Yeah. I mean, I look at it like it can be applied
Yeah.
multiple applications to tried and true. In a marriage, that's one. In a military environment, that's another one. Situate tried and true. You could depend on in a you know hell, like I got a construction business. I know who tried and true, who gonna show up. I know who my go-to guys is. I know who my go-to gal is. I know whoever's in the situation, who all my dependable people are. They tried and true.
Mm-hmm.
you know um I bank with a certain bank, and they've always, or have a certain insurance company, or I have a mechanic that I deal with. I have you know any of these things. They tried and true. Like they consistent. They stay. You know, no matter what the situation, no matter what you bring to them, it's true. They gonna work with you through it. Y'all gonna get through it.
Because y'all both already know. Y'all both already know that
Yeah,
that y'all can withstand it, right? Like y'all already know. There's no need to guess. I'm with that.
yeah, tried and true. I guess it's true. They couldn't be my friend no more.
Mhm.
So,
So
so let's go
loyalty
to.
versus respect, right? So
So let's go to
is this Cambridge?
Cambridge now. I think we're gonna switch up and go to Cambridge. Yeah. Okay. So we have Cambridge right here. And this says, this is loyal, firm, and not changing in your friendship with or support for a person or an organization, or in your belief in your principles. That's what they giving. Always giving help and encouragement.
Mm.
Okay. And then they talk about commerce and marketing using examples. The loyal employee works for the same company for many years. A loyal customer always buys the same product, uses the same store.
Uh, these viewpoints, that's interesting.
So what are their synonyms? Their synonyms they give are committed, dedicated, devoted, faithful, firm, stalwart, staunch, steadfast, steady, true, unfaltering, unshakable, unwavering, unswerving.
The top one is unswerving, and the bottom one is unwavering.
Mm-hmm.
That's only small.
And the opposite would be disloyal.
That's easy.
What did he say? What was that
So
movie
that,
he
so that
said?
means you are wavering. You're not committed. You're not dedicated. You're not devoted. You're not faithful. You're not firm. You're not stalwart. Right.
What was that? What was what was that movie? What was it? Training Day. We was like, you disloyal fool. What was the?
What was that?
Oh man, he was talking to my man from the jungle, and
Oh man, my movie.
he said,
Oh
"I'm
man.
sorry, Lonzo. You put your own work in around here."
Oh yeah, that was Training Day, Lonzo.
Yeah, he was like, nah, Lonzo, you put your own work in around here.
That's funny.
So we have let's see, we got Google now. Google, we got the Google one, and the Google one says loyal, giving or showing firm and constant support or allegiance to a person or institution. Okay, and this is the loyal definition. But then they give a meaning of loyal. Loyal implies a faithfulness that is steadfast in the face of any temptation to renounce, desert, or betray.
Hmm.
Valued the loyalty of his friends, devotion, stresses, zeal, and service amounting to self dedication, a painter's devotion to her art. And then they have loyalty over here. Loyalty is a devotion to country, philosophy, group, or person. Philosophers disagree on what can be object of loyalty, as some argue that loyalty is strictly interpersonal and is only another human being can be the object of loyalty.
Hmm.
That only a human being can be an object of loyalty. Hmm. Isn't that different right there? That's Wikipedia right there, y'all. So you know, we got them all. We got a twofer right here. Loyal from Google and loyal from Wikipedia. Yeah, but clearly, I mean, human being loyal. Clearly, that's been debunked because like you said earlier, your animal can be loyal to you.
Hmm.
Your pet can be loyal. Mess with somebody who got a trained dog. I bet you get the shit beat out you. See if that dog. See if that animal ain't loyal then.
Yeah, shit, that's
For
crazy.
real. At least a big enough dog to do some biting though.
But I only got those. I
Yeah,
only got biters. I don't mess
them
around with the
little ankle
toys.
biters get kicked in their mouth.
Nah, you lose a foot over here.
Yeah, no, you got the big dog, big dog.
Yeah.
Okay,
You got more definitions, or we gonna go back to the question?
nah, we can ready to go back to the question now. Um, yep. So, first question: how is loyal different from respect? What you got, God?
So everything about loyalty suggests that you would never betray the person. You'll never walk away from the situation. You will always stick with it, right? You're tried and true. You're a ride or die Jets fan, whether they winning or losing. You on ride with the green and white, right? Respect. I think you can respect somebody. You can respect the situation and make a decision that you might be better off or they might be better off if you went someplace else. And out of respect, you separate yourself. Right. I think you can play with the word respect to finagle in and out, right? Um,
I think we can do that if we don't go to if we not using the definition. I think we can.
so we ain't use the definition for respect yet. So I'm just, I'm going by what I think it right? Because I'm thinking about like in the military, like we respect people's positions in their ranks, right? At least in the Navy, right? I was loyal to the Navy. I was loyal to the United States military. Lieutenant so and so, like I don't know. Like he'll get the salute. He'll get the yes sir. Um,
So you totally respected him.
Respected him.
Yeah.
Wasn't loyal to him at all, though, right? I could have
Now you know you was loyal to the
to
organization
the organization, but not
and
to
to their standards and to their code of conduct
theirs.
and to their customs and
Correct.
courtesies, right? Because you were there and an employee of that. So you
Correct.
absolutely respected it and was loyal to it.
Which is
Or
which
else
is
you
what I'm
wouldn't have
saying.
done it.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like my loyalty was to the military, right? But to the actual lieutenant himself, I respected his rank, right? Maybe not the person himself, but his position in this organization automatically made me, yes, sir, and salute. I'll get right on it type thing, right?
Right.
That's my definition of or my difference between loyal and respect. They both military. However, one I'm like, like I wouldn't go UA for 30 days.
But that's because you respect yourself and you know the consequence of it.
Correct.
Right. So like both of us having that same experience, I look at it like those sayings like that are excuses.
Like what?
Like like oh, I respect the rank, but I don't respect the person.
You think so?
So
Cause
yeah,
I would walk away from an officer talking to me if I ain't like what he was saying to me.
I mean,
And
but you could get away with it.
nah, I would get extra military instruction.
But you would get away with it though, still. It wasn't no significant consequence that you couldn't bear. So you
Yeah, like, it
so
was worth
once
it
you
to me. Like
walked
it wasn't.
away,
Yeah, it wasn't gonna like so what?
right? See, so once you walked away from
Like a
it and
security
you
guard.
realized that there wasn't like my pay don't change, you know, I do got to stay for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? So my libo's a little fucked up. But you know, if you can stomach that because
That's true.
you wanted to be so, because you wanted to get your issue with that person, like because you wanted to exemplify, I don't respect you. You know what I'm saying?
You, you,
Right,
you, you,
right,
you.
right. Then
Yeah,
the thing is like,
yeah.
okay, but now this the reason why I concluded why like it was a scapegoat for a lot of people because when I look at when I stopped doing that and I just said, you know what? Okay, without the whole because I know I can because I know that I can just walk away from you. I know I can just show you that I don't fuck with you. I know I can show you that I don't like you to your face, right? And I could get away with it and it won't and the consequences ain't going to be that severe. Because I know I can, then it makes sense for me not to waste my time to do it. Because whatever you asking me to do, I have to do anyway because that's the way the game go. And
That's
that don't
true.
have nothing to do with my feelings towards you and your attitude, whether I think you a certain way or you not a certain way. Because if you tell me to do some shit and I don't do it, now you got me. Now you got me. Now the walk away ain't the worst part about it. Cause I could walk away, but then they could say, just you better still get that shit done.
Hell yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And you can't turn around and be like, fuck you, I ain't doing shit. You can't do that.
Nope. You could
So
think
it
it real
wasn't a
hard though.
win. Yeah, but it wasn't a win. So that's why I said like
Yeah.
cause I did it, God. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, trust me. I used to tell I had an E6, I used to tell to eat a bag of dicks like every chance I could.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, and he was my direct supervisor. He was, he was right. Well, he was in my chain of command, you know. But but I learned though, like, like you gonna have one of them people everywhere you go. And and I'm not here to be loyal to this person. I have to respect the game. I'm here. So this ain't gonna be the first person or the last person in this environment. For some reason, the military will get all the people who was never tough,
For real.
who never had to be tough for real. Like the military get a lot of people that like never had a fight, like never had a fight outside, like never was off the porch and fought somebody in their neighborhood, fought two or three people from their neighborhood, 4 or 5 people from their neighborhood, never fought nobody. They fought their family, but they ain't never have to fight nobody in the community. I'm talking about like fighting your family, and then your family come outside and fight with you in the community too. Like, and it's not no gunplay. It's just young boys being,
Just being outside.
just being outside. So like you don't get that. You get a lot of people that, and then everybody tough. Everybody super tough, willing to kill every fucking thing in the world. And it's like you ain't even had a fight. How you even know how to protect yourself for real?
I
You
made it out
know?
of boot camp.
So it's like, so when you understand, like once you get that, like at first you don't get it because you're not really paying attention to the whole surroundings. Like you're not really paying attention to it. But then once you get there and you realize, like, hold up, like, nah. And then you see other people going through the same thing, and you see how they not tripping off the shit. Like, and I come off my whole ego shit with like, I ain't no bitch ass nigga. I ain't no punk. Like they could talk to you like that, but they motherfuckers ain't gonna talk to me like that. Like once you come off all that type shit, you know what I'm saying? Then you realize like you kind of carrying yourself a little bit different, and you don't get talked to like that
Because they
because
know you're
you
not a punk. It's
you know
just
what I'm saying?
different.
Because you're not really giving off, you're not
Yeah.
giving off that energy where they feel like they gotta, you know what I'm saying, stick their chest out to try to be tough because they really know you tough already. And then a lot of times like we had this skin, so there's an appearance that you are that because of movies and shit, because people ain't never really seen,
Yo,
you know.
that shit is so real, bro. Like, like,
Yeah, like
like,
that's real in the military for
that shit is
real.
so real.
And I
That's
don't
crazy.
know if it's like that today still, but I talked to one of my buddies who's still in, and
No, in
man,
'96 it was like that.
yeah, hell yeah, 98, 90, yeah, that was still like that. For up into some 2000s, through some 2000s it was like that too. But but yeah, but like I talk to my buddy now, man, still being a couple of guys I know I still talk to on active duty, and they be the stories they be talking about, man, it be
Oh,
like
word.
shit is crazy.
That's crazy.
It don't stop. But yeah, but that's why I say like the loyalty and the respect in that environment with that situation, I always felt like that, once you actually get through it and you learn to acclimate and you understand
Excuse
like
me.
what battles are battles worth fighting, and like who am I really, like me being the toughest motherfucker on the mess deck is not gonna be, I'm not gonna, that's not gonna give me SOQ.
It will get you EMI though.
You see what I'm saying?
It will get-
Like it's not gonna be get you SOQ, which is gonna lead to, what I'm saying, somebody wanting to sign off your pracs and shit so you can make some more money for your family and move on up, ease on down the road.
Get your extra time cleaning the burthens.
You know, it will give you time to think about your behavior.
And
and,
reflect.
and it will give you time to sit there and be like, I hate this shit.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I could think about. Like when I thought about
Peace, family.
yo,
Peace.
peace, cheese. Yeah, that's what I thought about when I thought about like the difference between being loyal and respecting somebody. And I was like, loyal, you wouldn't leave, you wouldn't walk away from, you wouldn't Even like what you said, right? We can have a fight, and even in that fight, both parties know that that's all it was just a fight. Even if we walk away mad, we both know that we're gonna be back and hugging it out later, right? Like, cause it's just a fight. It's not the end of the world, right? One of us is gonna pick up the phone and be like, "Yo, son, like you good or whatever," right? Like that's, I don't know. With respect, I think you can walk away from somebody that you feel like you respect in an attempt to not hurt their feelings and use respect as your weapon.
Use respect as a weapon.
Yeah, right. The kind of the way that guys be cheating on their women and shit, and be like, I ain't tell you because I love you or whatever. I don't know. It's
Well,
like
I get what you're saying. Like
like
I could
it's
be like I lose respect for you, but I'm not losing respect for a person because of the loyalty. You know what I'm saying? I'm losing the respect for people for their actions. For like I could still be loyal to them because when we looking at loyal, I could still not want anything bad to happen to that person. I could still not try to do anything that hinders any growth for them. You know, I could still not try to hinder anything that happens. Like I don't run no interference in their life at all. So that's still being loyal. That's kind of like minding my business. That's still being loyal because if if you act like you somebody enemy, you know, then it's just like you said the other day. Like when I see a person that's on site, but then they pick up popcorn. You know what I'm saying? Like, first of all, if you're not even an on-site type of person, stop faking.
stop making facts. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah. If
like if you're not even built like that, like I wouldn't even think you was going. I would only think that you gonna grab some popcorn because I ain't never seen you do that. I ain't never seen you. You not built like that. You see what I'm saying? So like but a lot of people sell wolf tickets. That's why I be talking about that fake tough shit. Like you ain't motherfucker ain't never had to really go and put in no work.
yeah, that's all.
Ain't had to go and do nothing. Ain't never they cousin ain't never came home, beat up and they what? Who jumped on man? Come on, we going around there now. Ain't never left school and fought down the bottom of the hill. Like I used to fight down the bottom of the hill. God, you know what I'm saying? Like not bragging. I should have been able to go home and do my homework, in a positive environment,
But that
But
kind of was positive, right? Because you wanted to have the right to play outside, so you had to do your ones and twos.
I mean,
It's
like
kid
nah,
stuff, man.
no, like I ain't
It's
need the
kid
right to
shit, man.
play outside like that. Like they wanted these like it was a thing, like it was like an actual thing. Like if you go down the hill and beat somebody up, like you get to wear that all for you get to wear that for a while. Like don't nobody want to see that person down the hill. Like it
That
was
sound like
part
a
of the
right. That sound like a rite of passage to me.
yeah, and you could go down the hill and lose, but people know you ain't scared to go down the hill though.
Correct.
Cause you got a bunch of people that's scared to go down the hill.
Correct.
So it's like that's what that became. But like I ain't want to be one of them dudes who was scared to go down the hill, and I had to walk to school. So nah, so like, and I could fight. So fighting wasn't nothing. Like that's we came up fighting, man. Like how you gonna grow up in the hood and you can't fight? You gonna always get beat up for real. Like one of my things, being loyal to my soil. One of my things was like a lot of the big boys. I used to talk a lot of shit to a lot of the big boys. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I could fight. They would try to get their little brothers. I whoop their ass. They'd try to get their cousins. I ain't win all of them. But I always held my own though. Like sometimes they'd grab me and pull me up off of them because I'm getting out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm winning too. So like a lot of times that happened. A lot of times that happened because I had a cousin who taught me how to wrestle and I was skinny. So if you know what I'm saying? So what they don't expect is somebody skinny who got a little wrestling move too, who know a little couple little grappling moves. They not expecting that. They think because you small and you skinny that you don't have that with you. So at least learning how to get up out of shit. You
You was
grab me in
wiry.
the, but you got the big boys that'll grab you. They brother, they cousin, they uncle, somebody that'll grab you and pull you off. You might have been getting, you might have been getting whooped. But then they got tired. And then you like, okay, now you're gonna get your thing off. So now you getting your thing off. They don't want to see you get your thing off, but I don't have no big brother. I ain't had no big brother growing up. You know? So I ain't had nobody to stand there and watch over me when I'm boxing. So if I couldn't whoop some ass when I got jumped, you know what I'm saying? Then I just got jumped.
That's how that shit go.
So I've been fighting, bruh. I don't even talk about half the shit that I done been through in my life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when people do shit that I can't respect, I could still be loyal to them. Like,
See, and I can't. That's why
but I
I was
can,
making faces because like once, like if I don't respect the person, for me, like you said, I'm not gonna make you my enemy.
yeah, for what?
But you will no longer exist to me, right? Like I don't care about your progress or your growth or your downfalls or
Yeah, but I
like I
won't
just.
hinder it. But
No,
I won't.
I'm not gonna hinder you at all. Like
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
not gonna put no energy into trying to.
at all.
Yeah,
Like at all. Like I just
yeah,
won't care no more. It's like,
that's it.
and that's what I'm saying. Like with respect, like you could walk away from somebody, right? Like you could say I respect myself enough to walk away from this situation. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose my freedom or whatever, right? Or my life. Um, Loyalty is gonna make me pick up the phone like, yo, Pearl, we gotta work this out, bro. I don't like this shit, right?
But see, no, I think respect is gonna make you do that. I think respect is gonna make me pick up the phone and call somebody because I've been loyal, right? Tried and true,
And I think you only
right?
calling them because you loyal, right? I think that's what
Mm-mm.
you,
I call because I respect them. I don't think I'm calling them because I'm loyal. I'm calling them because I respect them. Because it's like my tried and true, you can't deny.
I'm looking up respect right now.
My tried and true, you can't deny. I bring it up. My tried and true, you can't deny. But
This
but
ain't great. This ain't a great definition.
it's not. It's not. It's not. Respect is a relation or reference to a particular thing, a situation,
Okay.
a act of giving particular attention and consideration. And that's what I'm talking about right there. The act of giving particular attention and consideration. And that's where
And I'm at the same spot, just at a different perspective of it, right? Because I'm saying that,
high or special regard, esteem, you know,
yeah, that's like that rank stuff.
you know. I put high or special regard though as the consideration. Like if I don't respect you, I ain't gonna consider you. I'm not gonna put you at a high enough regard to feel like that I need to, uh I guess it's not really humbling myself, but it's like, leveling the playing field. Like, you know what? I really need to, even if I was wrong, all right, even if I was totally wrong, then I really need to try to fix this. I really need to give this person some extra consideration, you know? And I mean, I have people I do this with. I'm not always correct when it comes to situations that I go through in my personal relationship with my wife, you know? So I have to give particular attention. I have to give particular attention and consideration to things sometimes when when I'm wrong. Shit, you know, or when I wasn't. you know, when I wasn't on point with whatever it was. So you got to give that respect. Is it reciprocated? Yes. Have I heard? Babe, I was wrong. My bad. Have I heard that from my wife? Yes. Has my wife heard that from me? Damn, babe, I fucked up. My bad. The thing is that we still keep going. We still loyal to each other. We still loyal to each other and respect each other enough to do
So
that.
so from your perspective, you saying would loyalty and respect be the same thing?
No, I'm not saying it's the same thing because this where I'm talking about the respect is gone. Like this why I said I could be loyal and I won't interfere with something that somebody got going on. Like, and I agree with you said, like, yeah, I won't care about it or nothing. You know, it's almost like, yeah, you don't exist to me no more. All right. However, if I respected that person in that situation, then I could actually consider them and give particular attention to saying, you know what, I want this relationship to continue. So I'm going to, you know, give particular attention and consideration to everything, to my stuff, to whatever's going, because I hold it in such a high regard, you
I get
know,
that.
and I'm just gonna, you know, I'm going to do whatever it takes, you know.
And
So,
for me, I'm just quicker to the finish lines, and I'm like, all right, respect is gone, cut you off, move on, and you leave. I got you. Like you got way more consideration. And for me,
that's all
like
I'm saying. Like my circle
like
been small my whole life.
yeah,
You know, my circle been small my whole life. Like I was most popular in junior high school, uh, but I only remember the people I hung with.
that's true.
You know, like I don't. It's so many people that know me. You know, I played ball in high school too. It's a lot of people that know me. I don't know them. You know, um, so my circle always been small. You know, I ain't never brought a whole lot of friends home. Um, I mean, I only had one girl. I would say from well, you know, like junior high school, like only two girls ever came to my house. You know, junior high school through high school. You know, and one of them only came once. Like that was it. So like, but then the other little girl was my little girlfriend. So like, I ain't never be having like no whole hanging with no whole bunch of people. All my homeboys, you know, was always like just few guys. That's
Hmm.
it. You know, and it's always been we always respected each other. You know, that's what it was always about with us was and we was operating under the construct of respect is like, you look out for your boy,
I'm with that. Right,
like that.
and that sound like loyalty to me, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, so it can be it can sound like they the same, and when you describing them in situations, right? Because when you talk about you and your team, like that sound like always look out for your boy, like because that's your boy. Like y'all loyal to each other, y'all respect each other, right? Like that just come with it. Um, I get that, you know. But I just try to think about from again like what would be the difference like what would be the difference between them two though, right? Like clearly, and that's what I'm not really seeing, right? Because they kind of like tie on to each other so much where it's like in describing them. So unless like for me, right? Like the only the only clear way I can see a distinction is because you can lose respect for somebody, right? Cause like if you like you can if you loyal, I don't know how you can be disloyal. I mean, like truthfully, like if you truthfully loyal in your heart, not just saying the words "I'm loyal." Like
Okay.
just because you get married doesn't mean you're automatically loyal. Like if you're like in your heart loyal, I don't know how you can be unloyal.
So respect refers to a thing or situation, and loyal is
Mm,
to a person.
true.
And that's why, so
Okay,
identifying that allows me to see why it's the thing or the situation that causes me to lose respect for the person.
correct.
But my loyalty doesn't that my
Okay,
loyalty was already tried and true. Like,
you're tracking. Got
you
you.
know,
Okay, yeah, it's the
because
thing.
and I never broke my allegiance. It's still like, okay, like I got family. All right. They still my family. I still have allegiance to them, you know, but I don't respect them, so I don't go around them. Certain family members, you know, because of what they did, because of their actions. So I'm still loyal to them, though. It's not like something could happen to them and we won't burn it. We won't burn the neighborhood down, or whatever need to be burnt down. So I'm still loyal to that. But things that people do, like that's what I'm saying, like cause me to make me lose respect because it's just like you can handle shit different. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you know that my loyalty is there, if I'm tried and true, then why you doing that? Why you taking it there? Especially if I didn't take it there first. Why you taking it there? Because see, I keep it a buck. Most of the time I don't take it there. Now, what happens is I do open my mouth and say some shit.
Yeah, it's the Pisces.
I
Yeah.
I have to I take accountability for my part, but I don't take it there though. I don't be on the disrespectful side of it though, where it's like, you know, it ain't a I don't go from zero to fuck you. It take a little while, it takes some time for me to build up to that, especially with people I love. You know, I tolerate a whole lot of fuck shit from people I love
Yeah. And nobody else.
and nobody else,
Nobody else.
and that's because I'm loyal to them,
And nobody else.
you know. That's why the question is, how is loyal different from respect?
Things versus people.
Things versus people.
That's clear, man. Things versus people.
Respecting the thing. The thing is the relationship. Do we have respect for the relationship? Because if you ask, have this person ever did you dirty? You gotta answer the question honestly,
Correct.
or you could lie, because you never know. I mean, shit, lying may be, what I'm saying, in the equation. They don't want to tell the truth. They lie, make it sound fly. Fly lies. That's what I call it. Tell a fly ass lie. You know, I mean, whatever. I mean, people in their own world, they delusional in their own space and doing whatever makes them allows them to feel comfortable, no matter who it is. So I can't knock that shit, but I don't agree with it.
Yo, mental illness is real and everybody think they sane.
That's their problem. You know, Everybody got trauma.
Everybody.
Everybody got trauma, man.
But everybody think they saying, I'm like, man, you crazy.
You know.
Because now I like that people versus things. I'm with that. That's clear.
No doubt. We got question number 2. Is there anything in life that deserves or requires being loyal to no matter what? Is there anything in life that deserves or requires being loyal to no matter what?
Life itself, right? The food, clothing, shelter, and the protection of that, right? That is every adult human being's responsibility in order to continue to look and breathe. Like life demands loyalty. Life demands that even people that's getting Section 8 and welfare handouts, even the homeless with the signs, they gotta hustle and bustle. They gotta go stand in line. They gotta go do something in order to get their cheese, so to speak, right? So, like,
Go ahead, guy. I just wanted to. I couldn't hold it. I was trying to. I should have muted this shit. I ain't want to cut you off.
you know what I'm
But
saying?
you being real fucking nice right now. Just nice, nice, nice,
I've been working on it. I realized the
nice,
older I get,
nice,
I don't know.
nice.
I've been working on it, man. Because I'm trying to,
The more
because
bullshit you tolerate.
because what I'm trying to get the message across, right? I want the people to understand, right? I want to be clear, right, and concise, and I don't know, man. Like life is like so because the question was deserve,
Deserve.
right? So second to life, would be yourself again, right?
Being loyal to
Like,
no matter what.
right,
Yeah.
like the things that you love, right? Like you have to love yourself enough to love those things enough to hold on to them, right? I know it might sound selfish, like my list of priorities, but rule number one is safety first, right? You can't help nobody else unless you good first,
Right.
right? That's clear. Um, I think I think your partner, if you choose to get a partner, right? Your partner deserves your loyalty, right? Because your partner is an extension of yourself.
No matter what they do.
So you stub your toe all the time, right? You bump into walls, you hit your head on stuff, like you injure yourself and you don't cut your foot off, you don't cut your hand off, you rub it, you put some pads on it, or you remove the whole damn thing that was in your way, right? Like again, what do you want and need, right? That's what I'm saying. Like it starts with you. And the first thing I said was life, and I'm still on yourself as being number two. And the situations that you get into, love yourself to make good choices. Love yourself to take the time to analyze your partner, analyze yourself to see what you really need. Like those things deserve loyalty no matter what. Like you deserve loyalty no matter what. Um, y- yeah, that's what those are the two things I got right now, guy. What you got?
Our question is there anything in life that deserves or requires being loyal to no matter what?
That's
And
a
then we
specific question.
and we talking about giving and showing a firm and constant support or allegiance to. Giving or showing firm and constant support and allegiance to. very selfishly, I have to say and agree with the guy Ali Dabudil with yourself. Um, I'm gonna say that no matter what,
No matter
be,
what.
because the question is the end of the question is no matter what. Um, other than that, I don't really see like because like I laughed earlier because you was talking about bums and shit, and you know what I'm saying, and I'm just like, oh, I mean, well, some people be like I'm like insensitive or not sensitive enough or whatever the fuck, but you know what I'm saying. But a bum, people being bums, like
Yeah,
okay,
nah.
you know, lazy is bum, you
Correct.
know, so um, so
You can have a whole address.
we
You
don't
can have
have
a
to
whole
have,
address and still be a bum.
yeah, like we don't have to have a welfare class, okay? Like it's nowhere written that America has to have a welfare class. You know, we might, in order to have this type of society that we have, we might need to have socioeconomic classism the way it is structured, okay? But we don't have to have a welfare class. We could have a working lower class, the working economy people, okay? And that could be the bottom. That's not to say to take away welfare. No, I'm not saying that because there's so many people that are
That
bums that depend on it and they won't know how to fend for themselves because they just been stuck on this for so long. So they don't have no training. And that's the main reason why I'm saying they bums, because they don't have no training. You know, you need a trade, you need a skill set, you need something in order to be employable to go make some money. You know, and you need some hustle and some desire and all that. Now, I'm not speaking on the people who are special needs and have every and deserve our taxpayer dollars and our care and our compassion to aid and help them. Fellow Americans, all races, all ethnicities, all ages. All right. But bum ass people who just trying to always,
get over.
look for the least, the least thing to do, trying to get the most reward, the just show uppers, or I'ma stay in this one place because shoot, this little $300 check, I'm gonna get this as long as I can get this. And guess, and they ain't doing nothing with it. Like I could see if you was gonna take the same $300 check and you was gonna invest it for 20 years and then be like, ha ha, welfare, I got your ass. You know what I'm saying? But but
which
like,
which is what I be thinking. That
nah,
that's what I be thinking. That's what I think everybody be doing. I'm like, because
that's not the
if
stories.
I had that situation, I'll be stacking cheese, son. Like I don't know.
No. So yeah, so like I was laughing at that because just being loyal no matter what.
It's tough.
Like I even say like like I'd share something personal, like when I say like only thing what comes to me where people can only be loyal to themselves is like, so like my dad, I ain't meet my dad till I was 40 years old. All right, and I'm a few years removed past 40. All right, so to me it's like you only think about yourself if you just roll out. That's being loyal to yourself. So that's the first example to me that showed somebody being loyal of you think about yourself first. All right. Now I see where the benefit came from, where they did spend their attention at. You see? So I'm happy for both of them because my experience, I get to see both. I get to learn from both situations. You know, like, and that's the difference. That's where people have a problem with acknowledging the truth, because I can say, like, I could say to my dad, like, yeah, you didn't, okay, but then I could look at my brothers and sisters and look at what was done with them and be proud of that, and not be selfish to think that I missed something. You see, I can be thankful for what I was able to be exposed to, what got me to where I'm at today by your absence. But he may not be able to take that. He may feel as though, that because he can't change it. But I'm like, why do you give a fuck when you didn't try to change it then? When you had all that time to try to change it, like, why the fuck your feelings hurt now, bitch
You
ass?
should just be
You know
saying
what I'm
word,
saying?
word.
Yeah, like,
True.
you
That's
like, that's
true.
some bitch ass nigga shit. Like, you
Own
mad
up.
now? Like, why
Own
you
up
mad
too. Like that's
now?
true. Yeah, I did leave you unstuck for a minute.
Like, why you mad now? You
I'm
know what I'm
here now.
saying?
Let's
Yeah,
let's
like,
let's, let's turn the grill on.
you mad? If you really mad about what you did, why the fuck you do it? Like,
Correct.
ain't that what I got to? Ain't that what I got told every time I got an ass whooping for doing something as a child? You
Yeah.
know, so like, I just be thankful because, but then like, I might have this conversation with one of my siblings, and because they can't process it and understand the joy that I get from seeing, like, from being able to have all of that experience, you know, then they feel a certain type of way. Then now they in their feelings because they having a hard time processing shit. For some reason, like, my joy is hard to process, you know, because I'm not upset. you know, like, and I'm thankful that if I didn't get it, that somebody else got it. You know, so I could see what it turned out to be, or if it's some shit that I'm like, shit, I'm glad that motherfucker wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? So like, like, either way, like, I had fun with shit, man. I laugh at it. I
What else can you
laugh
what
at it,
else can you
God,
do?
because
I mean, there's some like the things you can't do nothing about, bro. What you gonna do with it?
yeah, like, come on, man. Like, how can I have the life that I have and everything that I've overcome and everything that I've been loyal to and I've respected and everything that, the universe has allowed me to accomplish still to this day, like, and be upset about something like that. Like, I can't be upset about something like that. Like, I can't hold that. And I can't allow um the person who did that, their guilt. I can't be guilty with you. I can't have pity for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you bringing me down. You want me to feel bad about you feeling bad. You see what I'm saying, God?
We supposed to cry together, and we supposed to both hurt together, and we supposed to both hug each other out at the same time so we can feel good together. And then it be like, oh,
But you gotta keep it respectful though.
yeah.
See, I don't mind doing that. I don't mind hugging it out and crying with you if it's respectful, if we keeping it respectful with each other. But if we not keeping it respectful with each other, then you know what I'm saying? No, I don't want no. I don't want to cry. I don't even like crying like that. You know, I hate crying. I'm a horrible crier.
I got claustrophobia. As soon as my nose start getting clogged up, I start panicking. I
You
can't
know,
cry.
so nah, I don't want to cry.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
nah,
saying? I'd
son.
rather be smiling, smiles and love, man. That's what and like past shit, you can't do nothing about the past shit, man. All you can do is move forward. So I treat it like that. Like, if it's something I'm going through, like, we need to talk about it. If you need to talk, we need to talk. But like,
Yeah. So we saying so we both saying the same thing so far. Like only yourself.
Only yourself, right? Is there anything in life that deserves or requires being loyal to no matter what? I'm saying I'm trying to find something else. I'm like, no matter what, because I'm like, if you can have like, and I'm just using myself. I'm using my
Mm,
own story. You know, I be transparent. You know, if if my biological father could just roll out on me, you know what I'm saying? Then what? Like pops rolled out, never had a big brother. Put on the scene when I could fit the right color. Homie put me down with the half a bird. Turned it in the, then he ran from me. So that's what I'm saying. So it's
yeah,
like,
man. Yeah,
you
nah.
know, so I'm just like, if that's the case, then why, shout out to MCA, because that song helped me through my youth. But like if it wasn't for hip hop songs like that, then maybe I would have been like, my daddy left me. But I was already rebelling. I already wasn't listening to what my mother said. I already was outside when she told me be in the house. I already was fighting in the street, talking to big boys. Couldn't nobody son me. You know what I'm saying? Like I already was already doing that. I already was hanging with older boys. I never had a friend that I hung with that was my age. All my friends was older than me. God, I tell you this. I never had a friend that wasn't older than me until somebody I hang with until 632, bro.
I can see that.
Never.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I always looked at, if you my age, then like you trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like you trying to keep up. You trying to be where.
Yeah, I can
So
see
I
that. I can
so
see
I
that.
hung with older people. So that way, like now, it's not like I ain't had my little homeboys and stuff like that, but like I was always like you know what I'm saying, like the lead wolf. So
It's just the vibe, right? Like it's just it's a leader thing, not so much a follower, right? And leaders know how to be good followers, and you follow behind what you consider good examples, right? And
I
yeah,
don't
and
know.
yeah.
I don't know if they was
No,
good
no, I'm saying I said
after
what
a
you consider,
while. Yeah,
what you consider good examples, right? Because you
yeah,
look at your peer group and you like, all right, like you can't son me, right? Like you can't be my big homie, like we the same age, like
yeah. Like
it's
man, yeah,
yeah, I feel you.
yeah. Like of course not. Cause it's one of them things. It's just like, all right, can you fight? You know what I'm saying? Like you, like you're not gonna be, and you not, and you don't want to hang with everybody
Nobody,
that you don't
yeah,
want to hang with everybody with some. Like I never wanted to hang with. I never wanted to be the person in the group that could beat up everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because then when you go to a fight, what if it's somebody there that's better than you?
you stuck.
Yeah,
You
like
got no backup.
now all y'all get beat up. So no, so I wanted, I had kept some friends who could fight too, and we fought each other. We tested out, you know what I'm saying? And you knew who could, you knew what strengths, where you was weak at, but you was like, you ever had that person with you at the fight, and be thankful for that. So, but it was always older guys, man, because I'm just like, you can't learn nothing from somebody your age. I don't know where I picked that up. But somebody told me that. I don't know who told me that shit. Somebody told me you can't learn nothing from nobody your age. They ain't paying it, they trying to pay attention to some other shit. Some right now. And the people who older, they thinking, about something else. A little bit more. They got a little bit more in their brain. So
They done made the mistakes already. Yeah.
So I always have been loyal to that. I always have been, had always been my thing. Like even when I joined the Coast Guard, it was like find an old head. Shout out to my man Jimmy. I don't know if he at my man from P Town. I don't know where Big Jim at though, man. And my man Chico. Chico. Oh, Chico, man. Where art thou, Chico, man?
Somewhere on Facebook.
Oh man, I can't even find him, God. I wish I could find him, man. For real. I fly out. If I knew where he was, man, I'd fly out and go see him. I'd pull up on him, man. For real. I'd stop everything. For real. That was my man right there. But yeah, like even then, like even then, it was the same thing. It was the same, like I met Mark, you know, and that's older brother, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, nah.
so it always been like, because usually you have something to learn. You can learn something, you know. You can learn something. So that's why I always figured it was, that was the design for me.
Nah, it's the same. Like, cause even same with me, like people my age tend to look to me for the answers or to lead when I might just want to just chill and follow. Right. So it just come with more responsibility. Right. So I get it. Right. I ain't never had like even in my family, like I have a older half brother, in and out of my life and stuff like that. But in my life, like per se, like I was the big brother. Like there was nobody else, right? All my cousins was all older than me, right? There was no cousins my age that was close by. So like you learned how to be around older people, right? You learned how to be cool. You learn how not to get popped in your mouth, how not to get hurt, right? you just you learn how to go. You learn how to go to the store. You know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
definitely learn how to go to the store. You definitely get sent enough to the
You get
store.
sent enough times, right? And it's just so I don't know. I remember a brother said to me one time. We had this little debate about a elder brother who took offense to a younger brother trying to educate him or inform him about something. And the brother's position to me was, can you believe it? Can you imagine when you 60 years old that some 30-year-old cat gonna try to tell you something? You think you're gonna listen? And my immediate thought process was, I hope I do, because he might say something valuable. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to, I don't want to discard what he's saying just because of his age, right? Like he might be an old soul. Like he might just be just like me and surround himself by a lot of older people in a more mature crowd. And he might be 30, but he might be thinking like he's 60. You know what I'm saying? Like let me see what he got to talk about. I just don't want to dismiss that. And he looked at me like I was crazy, right? Like he wanted to. He's like, nah, man, you can't listen to no kid. Like he ain't lived enough to be able to tell you nothing. And I'm like, yeah, but I at least want to hear his perspective, right? I have enough life experience to be able to discern from his perspective if there's value in it or not,
Yeah.
right? But to outright dismiss it because of his age is kind of crazy. Like I'm doing myself a disservice because I could really lose out on a gem, you know.
Yeah, some older people just, still old.
It's just old.
Yeah, they just still old.
Yeah.
Cause once you stop learning, then you stop learning. And that's what that sounds like a case of. That sounds like a case of an older person just willing to stop learning. So like,
I didn't think about that.
yeah, like they just stop learning because they whatever they know in their head is what they know and they cool with that. That's it. They don't want to learn nothing else. They don't want to disrupt what they got, the little bit they got in their brain that's rattling around in there. They loyal to that. They don't want to
See,
disturb it.
I didn't think about that. I thought it was the presentation that they didn't like.
Mm-mm. Nah, that's just stop learning because the intelligent older person, an intelligent person who's taught, because we taught everything, will know that what's being said and why it's being said is the most important things that you need to pay attention to. Why it's being said and what's being said. How it's being said don't have nothing to do with nothing, or who it's coming from don't have nothing to do with nothing. You know, you're gonna miss some good information because it's coming from somebody who you think is young and has no clue, you know, and you don't even know their credentials or how knowledgeable they are on the subject, how researched, how studied they are on the subject. So you're just gonna discredit it just because what?
Age.
Right? That's just mean you don't want to learn shit else. Because if some, so you mean to tell me if somebody's 60 come by and tell you the same thing, then you're gonna listen? You know?
And that's what my thought process was. That's why I thought it was just a presentation, right? I figured if somebody older came and said the same thing, it would be like, oh, I must have misread that in the Bible, and what they really meant was this. And
Nah, especially if you talk about interpreting some Bible shit.
well, I'm just saying, I think old people, I think Bible.
If that was it, whoever was the young person was wrong. Okay, I'm saying it. Whoever was the young person was wrong. Okay? They ain't studied, they ain't read the Bible enough to be telling nobody 60 years old who reads their Bible about the good Lord. All right.
They know their Bible. That's
Cut
funny.
that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Young folks trying to take the Lord's word and remix it. This ain't hip hop. So, you know, that's what they on. That's what they on. And people, a lot of people stop learning. It's people younger than that stop learning. You know, it's some
That's
people
true.
that's like 35 right now that think they know every goddamn thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? In their early 30s. Ain't you know, and I would start to sound like that older person. Like, you ain't lived long enough. You ain't did enough shit. I don't know what they did. I really don't. So I can't say all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but there are some. You know, and there's probably a lot more that fit that category than the ones that's actually doing something, because the ones that's actually doing something ain't got time to be sitting around talking about what they think they know.
See, I'm a realist, right? So Alzheimer's running my family, and because I'm so worried about forgetting stuff, I'm always open to learn, right? Like put the information in my head, pause, no diddy. Um, you know, give me the information because I'm scared of forgetting stuff. Right? It's that simple.
Yeah,
Right?
I like new information. I like stuff that you can apply though.
Only stuff you can apply. Like
Yeah,
like rainbows got these colors. I don't know if I care about that.
yeah. I'm not a novella type person or a story. Like nah.
What can I do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
can is it applicable? You know, and this may sound cliche, but like, can I make some money off the shit? You know what I'm saying? Is it gonna be a path to some money,
hold
some
on a second,
peace?
God.
Yep, some prosperity. Anything of that nature. Like, then I uh, definitely gotta be focused on it in that way. But yeah, so yeah, y'all, we've been talking about, is there anything in life that deserves or requires being loyal to, no matter what? And the only thing we can come up with right now is yourself, being loyal to yourself. That seems that's the only thing in life that deserves or requires it, no matter what. Um, and you know what? We would say things that deserves. Well, we're gonna say to self requires. All right. But there's a lot of things that I would say deserve it. There are some things that I would say deserve it. Um, but it gets difficult because it's the no matter what. And the no matter what, look, I ain't even put two T's in there. But no matter what is always the condition. And since loyalty, giving or showing firm or constant support or allegiance to a person or institution thing, people waver so much. So actually having something that applies to no matter what, I think, when people have situations that something comes up, and like me and the guy was talking about earlier, where let's say that you lose respect for a person, then that's a situation right there that matters, and that's going to cause that that could cause your loyalty to waver. I don't know. For me, not so much, but I definitely could lose respect. You know. So yeah, God, we got this. We got this last question right here for this evening. Our third question is: can being loyal harm or help someone? If so, how and why? Can being loyal harm or help someone? If so, how and why?
Yes. You can harm yourself. You can be loyal to a person who may not be loyal to you. You can be loyal to a person who may not have as much regard for their own person as they do for yours or whatever, right? So um, something might happen to somebody, and Crystal checking on it right now, God. I'm waiting on the text.
Okay.
Um, like your friend, like something could happen to somebody, right? And they can be out there running their mouth, doing all kind of things, and they can get smacked in their mouth. Your loyalty could make you want to jump out the window and crash out and be like, yo, let's go around the corner and let's go rectify this. But your man's is wrong. I'm saying he's over there running his damn mouth, and now you are in danger, right? You putting yourself in harm's way, riding for somebody or riding for a situation that already has been resolved. Like he said some or did some flagrant stuff, got popped in his mouth for it, it's done. Like once you decide to like, oh nah, we gotta fix that because not my friend, because I gotta show you that we ride together and I gotta put on this fake bravado, you now insert yourself into a situation that you now escalated, right? Because you keep, ass whoopings happen. You get into a fight, you lose. It's not the end of the world, right? Losing a fight is not the end of the world, right? Getting punched in your mouth is not the end of the world. Um, it's just not, right? Like it's just not. It's just not the end of the world, right? So yeah, like I think you can be loyal and harm yourself. I don't know about harming anybody else. Um, I guess you crashing out, you can harm somebody else.
Yeah.
Um, but I even look at that as the harm you're doing to yourself first, right? Because you crashing out. Um, that's all I could think of, right? Because I had I had a scenario that I thought about. Um, my little brother was in a situation, and he said he had to ride for his homeboy, and he was trying to convince me of why he had to do it. and I was trying to understand and convince him like it don't sound like you have to do it. It sound like it's resolved. It sound like y'all more about your egos versus what was correct or what was incorrect, right? And later on, he admitted that he didn't have to ride. It was something that he could have stayed home for. He put himself in harm's way. He jeopardized his life and his freedom for no reason or for very little reason, being loyal, right? And the situation didn't warrant that level of engagement, right? So I definitely think being loyal can definitely hurt you.
What they did, shot the body up. Don't answer that if they did. Don't answer that if they did.
Like I say, right? So like I use words like we had to fight for the right to stay out for the right to play outside. Like I use that because like you say, right? Like there's no way you can be from the city or be from any hood and be soft unless you stayed in the house all the time.
Nah, but not always, because just like you said, I'm gonna tell you, okay, just like you said, your brother felt like he had to go
Mm-hmm.
and defend, right?
Mm-hmm.
You always got them cool, them your homeboys who just they watch you fight all the time. Like I had some homeboys who didn't fight. Like I remember because their parents didn't want them to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like I had some homeboy who was cool. Like their parents made them stay in the yard, right? So their parents might have made them stay in the yard, but then when you come out the yard, you subject to whatever to you in the street. So you subject to whatever. So we playing football in the street. You can go play. Like I might went and have played. Like I think I can't remember my man's name, but his dad was cool. I think his name might have been Jay. And he had his mom and his dad, and how his dad was a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? His dad used to bring me, because he knew I ain't had no dad. So, well, I did have a dad, but it was my dad was at work. You know what I'm saying? Like my stepdad, he was at work a lot. So, um, so when you look at like, he allowed, and they was cool too. Like so they had their relationship, and he would do things, allow me to hang with his son, stuff like that. But like, soon as I beat him up, he was like, "Nah, you can't hang with me no more." You know what I'm saying? Like soon as I put the beats on him, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we didn't have like we was cool. We was always cool. It was never like a fight. You know what I'm saying? But then one day he got mad at me and stole me. And I don't know why he did that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what happened. I just remember he stole me and I put the beats on him. And then his dad was like, "Nah, you can't be doing my son like that, blah, blah, blah," Because I ain't really do him dirty, but I did put the beats on him because, I ain't want him to think you could just be punching on me like that no more. So,
You should have knew that already, though.
so he didn't come outside. So, like, he didn't come out the gate. He didn't come out, like, so, like, when we would be out there in the street playing, his parents wouldn't let him come out there and play, you know? So you had guys like that, and then of course, maybe when they get a little older, then now they can come outside, but they never was out there fighting. So it's never like, so people ain't looking to fight them. People only looking to fight the fighters. They want whoever is the person that is the baddest. That's who they want to try to, humiliate, defeat, conquer.
I ain't see that, son. I saw whoever looked like could be a victim was the person that's gonna get picked on.
Nah,
That's
we
that's
ain't do that. We ain't
that's
do that.
that was best style. That was Flatbush, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, we
especially
ain't do that.
yeah, like it was if you look like you could could be taken. Somebody was going to try you just to see. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do that. It wasn't none of that because like I said, like you couldn't come in our neighborhood and fight any of us. You know?
Yeah, nah.
Like
We
you
ain't never had no porches. I ain't never seen nobody that couldn't leave their front porch.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, we had houses. You couldn't leave. People couldn't leave their front yard. You know, like it might not have been a big yard, but you know, a little 12 by 10, 10 by 12 front yard. Like they couldn't leave their yard. Some people couldn't leave their yard. You know, and that's the way their parents made it. They was like, you can come in. I knew a couple of guys like that, a couple of kids like that. My man Kofi used to live down the end of the block. He couldn't come out his yard. You know what I'm saying? I remember my man, rest in peace to Art. Him and his brother, they couldn't come out their yard for a long time. You know what I'm saying? My man Ronald and his brother, like he couldn't come out their yard for a long. It was a lot of people, parents wasn't letting them come out their yard. So that's why I'd be like,
yeah, my folks is at
my
work.
man Chris, who I used to play football with,
Mm.
his parents, like I had to go play his backyard. They wouldn't let him come. They did used to let him come, but when he came around the corner, somebody still off on him. They ain't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like he come around there and get into a fight. You know what I'm saying? They don't want, you know, like, and then they be like, nah, they ain't sending nobody back around there to the circle because Earl beat up everybody that come in the circle. Like, that wasn't the case though. You know what I'm saying? It was just, that's what we was fighting at, man. My man Kareem, shout out my man Kareem,
Mm.
Big Damon, you know, for real. So like, you know, we did. We just, that's what we was doing. We was doing that over there. You know, couple of, it was a bunch of people too. You know, bunch of people, man. So like, you know, like that's just I look at it like when you growing up in situations like that, like you will have people that don't fight. You know, a lot of them older guys that was around there. A lot of I ain't never seen none of that. I ain't never seen none of them box. None of them. None of them. Like, a lot of the older guys around there. I ain't never seen none of them box. You know, like every now and then. You know, but like I used to get jumped at the churchyard and all types of shit. Like
That's crazy.
You know, like I was fighting, man. That's why I be like, these dudes be talking about they gonna do something. I ain't even bust a grape in a fruit salad. I ain't even bust a grape in a fruit salad. I ain't talking about in a fruit fight. I'm talking about in a fruit salad. Okay.
When you join the military, though, you get them ribbons to say you're a warrior.
Do they? Do it say you're a warrior?
It look like they say you're a warrior. To civilians, that's what they say.
Man. See, some people see
because it's called decorated, right? You're decorated.
See, some people. I'm highly decorated. I am highly decorated. Commendations, medals. All right. But some people actually joined the military because they didn't want to be so tough, because they got tired of being tough, because they was so tough at an early age. Okay. And they even had, and some of those people even had some old habits that they needed to break. That's why some of that stuff still leaked out.
Mm-hmm.
At their older age, and they were a little younger than they are now, you know. But that's the difference, you know, and that's where I was talking about. Like, you get so many guys that join because they trying to be tough, they trying to find tough. It wasn't just, you know, they mother said, "I thought you was a man child." So then that would explain lack of supervision. Because I think you're a man. So I'm going to treat you like a man and let you learn to be responsible and do whatever man stuff's supposed to be as a child. So they story not like mine. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be acting like we gotta compare all that. Me on the level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and let's build from there. That's where it's at. Cause everybody got a past. Everybody got somebody shit was more messed up than mine. Somebody shit was more beautiful than mine. Somebody shit was more positive. Somebody shit was more negative. Somebody shit was more turbulent, more traumatic. Somebody shit was more dramatic. Somebody shit was more pleasant. Whatever the case may be. But we all still came up right here in good old US of A, where the getting is good, but you just got to get up off your ass and get something.
Hell yeah.
Like Outkast said. Can being loyal harm or help someone? If so, how and why? And going back to what I was talking about where we was like fighting and stuff, like, you know, it can be harmful because like you said, you got somebody that regardless of even if they were some tough guys and they just got outnumbered and you know, or they were a little bit sharper than some other guys and they got outnumbered and then something happened and then you go back. It's a consequence to that. You know, to that loyalty. That's why you hear me say, man, fuck the streets. The streets ain't shit. Because if we ain't gonna be loyal on all accords, if we ain't gonna be loyal through everything, through thick and thin, all right, then you know what I'm saying? Then you gonna fuck around and put me in harm's way.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that can't work.
Because I'm being loyal to a default. And then I end up in harm's way because I'm really respecting you and you don't have no respect for me. You just waiting to show the hand. You just waiting to reveal your fuck me card. You know, which is sucker shit. So, you know, gotta stay away from it. And that's not cool. And being too loyal, I think sometimes does that, not knowing, not having it established, the relationship defined. And I think that's a difficult thing nowadays when dealing with people. I mean, I would say it was. I'm gonna say it is still for some people.
Mm-hmm.
For me now, it's easy because like I said, my circle always been small, and I always give everybody a chance. That's one of the things that I do. I always give everybody a chance. I don't judge. That's why I say I'm an equal opportunity racist, because everybody is qualified to get some shit talked about them. Ain't nobody perfect. So it's somebody that don't like something about your ass. I don't care who you are. All right? Everybody don't like you.
And that's okay.
You know? So everybody don't like me. So that's why I'm an equal opportunity racist, because somebody could say something about your ass that don't like something. Always. Okay, now whether people want to just put the whole racism or hating a person because of the color and all that to the definition, no, I'm taking my meaning of it, meaning that anybody can say whatever the fuck they want to say. So what? Laugh. I'm laughing at this shit. I'm joking. I'm having fun with it because I'm not gonna let nobody have no control over me for nothing. Because if you think I'm mad because you did something, I'm not. If I'm mad at it, then you got control over me. I can't give you that. All right? If you think that I should be mad because I think somebody owe me something, I don't. Don't nobody owe me shit. My mother didn't abort me.
Facts. Like that's 100% facts.
She gave a fuck about me. She did her best. I'm here, baby. You know what I'm saying? And we doing what we gotta do to survive this thing called life. And we not doing bad at it. We doing better than a lot of people. We working on even better. Okay? So we thankful for that. That's the shit I'm gonna be loyal to. I'm gonna be loyal to making sure that I ain't tripping off of nothing. Nobody got they feelings. They thinking about this. They thinking about that. Come have a fucking conversation. You know, my email is chefpearl@dbcheftv.com. You can reach my contact. It's on the website. You know, family members know my link, know how to contact me, text me, call me, FaceTime, WhatsApp, all that shit. Messenger. You know, that's what I'm gonna stay loyal to because and I'm not gonna stay loyal to it to the point that it hurts me or harms me or affects me. We're not doing that. We asked the question, can you be loyal to the fact that it hurt? Yeah, you can be loyal to the fact that it hurt or harm you. And
That's crazy.
I think a lot of people out here nowadays are loyal to people that's hurting and harming them. But I think people are gluttons for punishment. Some people like to just be treated like shit, to have a reason to complain about some shit. Because maybe if you didn't have some peace, positivity, and prosperity, then then you wouldn't feel necessary. I don't know what the fuck that's about. You know, it might be like, oh, you know how people say, what's that thing that niggas be saying? Oh, when things going too good, something bound to fuck up. Fuck you and your negative energy.
Like you don't appreciate nothing right now. You just want the thing to just mess up. You waiting for it to mess up. You waiting for the downfall to happen. Right? You don't want to be successful at all. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that shit is way too negative, God.
You know, why we can't just bask in our shit right now? We winning
And
right the fuck now.
right, and that's why I say, man, win in their face right now.
Right now. Yay.
Because your mother could have aborted you.
Okay. All
All
right,
right.
man. But definitely, God, we get ready to wrap up the show. Tonight, y'all, we had 3 questions. And our word was loyal. Our first question was, how is loyal different from respect? We shared some good insights, y'all. Go check that out. Our second question was, is there anything in life that deserves or requires being loyal to, no matter what, other than self? That's what we concluded. And 3, can being loyal harm or help someone? If so, how and why? That's what we were kind of just talking about. And yes, being loyal can harm and can help. You know, and we shared one thing, but we get ready to wrap it up this evening. We want to thank everybody for joining us, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so when we go live, you never miss an episode of Cigar Sundays Live. God, real quick before you go, is loyal bad, good, or misunderstood?
It's tough. I would say loyal is good and is definitely misunderstood, right? You're loyal to people and you respect things. I think that makes things a lot clearer for me. And if we all use words correctly and use them as they are defined and actually mean what we say, it wouldn't be such a question, loyalty over respect. That you would understand the difference. And we concluded that, at least so far, you and I, right, like only yourself deserves loyalty no matter what. And if that's the case, all your relationships are going to be dealt with accordingly, right? Because you're going to be thinking about yourself, and how you benefit and how you can help, right? So if somebody is taking advantage, you're going to be able to walk away from that, right? You're going to be like, yeah, I don't need that in my life. But that's what I got, man. I think is good, but is definitely misunderstood. I think we confuse it a lot, and we put ourselves in harm's way for no reason, really. But that's what I got.
Dope. But that's how we gonna end it. Right there. I want everybody out there who happy holidays. Everybody have a happy holiday.
That's right.
We're gonna be it's a happy Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, all that stuff gonna be jumping off and starting off before we see y'all again. But we will be right back here next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Cigar Sundays Live. All right, y'all. So everybody have a peaceful, positive, and productive start to their week. And we will see y'all next time. Peace, God.
Peace, God.
Happy holidays from DB Chef TV. Get dipped in fresh drip with 25 off the entire website from now to January with a huge selection and savings for every Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, and Christmas list. Celebrate the holiday with DB Chef TV gifts. Visit www.dbcheftv.com and tap the gift shop link.
This whole publication is all about going from nowhere to somewhere, right? Being able to stand on something so that you can travel in peace, right? So BKSOLFARM.com, 1016, 160 self-sustainability. Jump on a list and get yourself together, right? Because it is irresponsible to not even know what responsibility means. So get yourself together, food, clothing, and shelter, protection of that, support your interests, and live.
Nisha McBride was shot dead at a porch in Dearborn Heights, Michigan. She got into a car accident at around 2:30 a.m. and she started walking around a neighborhood looking for help. She approached one home and knocked on the door, and an unidentified man, police are not releasing his identity yet, was apparently frightened. So he felt the need to protect himself by shooting this 19-year-old girl in the back of her head.
I mean, I wish I never started. Black skin tattoo, so you know I'm a target. Going to the park and shit, got to say a prayer, cause I might scare the toes and quick glances never stare. I move in fear. Damn, I meant to say caution. Walking with Jesus, so I guess I'm crosswalking. What is you talking? Racism is here. They smile in my face, but let's keep it sincere, keep it clear. You ain't got to lie. Your limit is space and mine is the sky. They used to get this high. They used to call us slaves. Now they straight killing niggas, trying to drown us in the waves. That's facts. We only good for dropping tracks. Ballin' in the league, selling dope, flipping packs. You tend to hold us back, so now I don't know how to act. We got burglaries in Boston, cause they all from across the map. But that ain't how it's supposed to be. But that ain't how it's supposed to be. That ain't how it's supposed to be. That ain't how it's supposed to be. Not for me, nah. They say we only good for hot tracks. Falling in the league and flipping those sacks. Feeling like they trying to put us right back in slavery. But that ain't how it's supposed to be. They say we only good for hot tracks. Falling in the league and flipping those sacks. Feeling like they trying to put us right back in slavery. But that ain't how it's supposed to be. But that ain't how it's supposed to be. But that ain't how it's supposed to be. That ain't how it's supposed to be. That ain't how it's supposed to be. Not for me, nah.